but now they're gone. Seasons don't fear the reaper, nor do the wind or the sun or the rain. We can be like they are. Come on, baby, don't fear the reaper. Baby, take my hand. Don't fear the reaper. You'll be able to fly. Valentine is done here, but now they're gone. Romeo and Juliet are together in eternity. Romeo and Juliet, and women every day. And Juliet and women every day, like they are. Come on, baby, don't fear the reaper. Baby, take my hand. Don't fear the reaper. You'll be able to fly. Don't fear the reaper. Baby, I'm your man. La 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 la. La 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 la.
Some pretty little liars. She heard the cries but stayed inside. A frozen shadow, eyes open wide. Phone in hand, the clock ticks slow. 8 long hours, why didn't she go? Stories twisted, changed with time. A shifting script, a jagged rhyme. What did she see through that cracked door? A silent plea, and nothing more. Velvet laughter, starlit sighs. Ghosts in daylight wear disguise. Chaos blooms with truth defiers. Little monsters and pretty little liars. Laughing loud while sirens wailed. A hollow grin, her conscience veiled. Friends in blood, but where was she? A stage surprise for all to see. Blatant lies in neon light. Puzzle pieces don't fit right. Scripted tears and rehearsed cries, but the truth still burns behind her eyes. Oh, what a tangled web she spins, dancing lightly on her sins. Chaos blooms with truth defiers. Little monsters and pretty little liars.
Shadows left in a house of death. A pack of wolves in a kangaroo court. Truth gets lost in a locked report. Moscow after midnight, blood on the rail. Every liar's hand on the killer's veil. The truth's a ghost in a phantom crowd. No one's innocent.
Good evening, my beautiful crime family. On this kind of Monday was supposed to be the Little Monsters and Pretty Little Liars. We might delve into that a little bit, talk with some mods about it. But it is Mod Monday, so I don't want to forget my mods, and I just feel that it's Mod Monday. As you've seen, They Live made me a special video just for this series coming up, so I hope you like it. Yeah, Little Monsters and Pretty Little Liars, and there is a lot to talk about in that stuff. Let me say hi to the crime family. Crime Spy, good to see you. Debbie Gazzardo, my girl, good to see you. Joe P, good to see you. Hope Norris, good to see you. The Borg, good to see you. Tracy Jones, good to see you. Miss Johnny Knapp, good to see you. Randy Fur, my brother, good to see you. Rock and roll, right on. Deborah Ackland, good to see you. Thrive Off Grid, good to see you. Relentless Francis, Karen, good to see you, my girl. And Leo, good to see you. And who else is up there? I seen Delby somewhere. Delby, good to see you. I know he's in there somewhere. Leah Story, my girl, good to see you. And everybody that's up there is Delby. Yeah. And Social Glow, good to see you. Carolyn Wood, good to see you. And everybody up there, it's really good to see all of you. And yeah, we're getting pumped for that series, and I think we'll probably start talking about it tonight. I had a real good night over for about 3.5 hours or so, and I didn't even catch it all. Birdie show last night, and we got some good stuff coming Friday. That's all I'm going to tell you. That's all I'm going to. Green Electric, Mama Blog, good to see you. Jackie Bushabelle, good to see you. Chrissy Angel Sanford, good to see you. Yeah, so anyway, I'm going to put up what do I want to talk about here first? It's been a really crazy Monday. You know those Mondays where you just despise them? It's been one of those Mondays. I found out some news on Saturday, which didn't go to my liking, and I've been on the phone half the day, and actually over half the day, and then had errands to run, and it's just been one of those days. And so I haven't had a whole lot of time to get things ready. But yeah, let's bring up some mods. I'm going to send out the link sending out the link in the chat for some moderators. Come on down. Would you like door number 3, door number 1? Yeah, oh yes, yeah, thank you. It's just, that shit happens in life. You just gotta go. Hi, Bella. Yeah, me too. You had a hell of a show last night. The only thing with TikTok is when you go live, you can't catch it. I mean, it's gone once he hangs it up. It's not like YouTube where you can go back and catch replays. So, but I did catch about 3.5 hours last night. It was a very good show. I know some of the stuff that's coming up on Friday. Birdie and I have a meeting on Wednesday, and Birdie and I and some of the investigators. Esty, you're not a moderator. Well, this is Mod Monday, Esty. This is Mod Monday. Leah, oh, you can't do it tonight. Too tired. Randy, Deborah, anybody? Who else is all out there? Because Nat's not going to be able to make it tonight. Debbie Gazzardo, you're welcome to come up if you want. I'm going to post it up there one more time here because the chat's going a little bit fast. Let me read what's going on here. Deborah. Okay. Delby, come on up. I'm going to add Estes and see if we have problems with them. Hey, Esty, I hope we don't have any more problems with you. Did you figure it out?
Look, so far so good. It looks like it's figured itself out here in the hobby farm, and I'm really sorry about last time, Tommy. Man, love listening to you, and I love your analysis. I love your passion for this case and other crime cases. But there's nothing like the Idaho 4, as you know.
Right. And Randy Fur, there's a moderator. Hey, Randy, how you doing, brother?
Randy,
Coco, you can come up. You don't have to
You
show
good?
your face or
You
anything.
hear me?
Yep, there you are.
Okay, yep. I turned off the other channel, you know.
The other
Slow.
deal,
Got that window blind picture of me up. That's beautiful. Whatever the hell that is.
Right. oh, yeah. Yeah, it does look like a window blind, like a shadow.
Wait a minute.
Oh, that's too funny.
Oh, come on. How come I can't fix that? Oh, my.
I have no idea. What's going on there? Maybe try your avatar first. Try your avatar and see if that.
That's what I'm doing. I'm changing my audio avatar. Yeah.
Oh, you might have to go to your camera.
No,
like Estes did. Estes went to his camera.
The avatar will be used when your camera is off. Yes, I'm picking this avatar. Done. Nothing.
Nothing.
All right. Well, you just have to look at my my horizons.
Yeah, well, right. Well, hey, it's a beautiful shades.
Shades. That's right. I'm showing a lot of shade tonight.
Right.
I'll fix it.
I got a few things to talk about here tonight, I guess.
There we go. Here we go.
Yeah, here we go. Anybody else? Any of the mods want to come up? I'm going to put it out there one more time here. There is a link right there. Okay, so
Shh. Damn dogs. What are you barking at?
Oh, that's too funny.
If I could only take a picture of what I'm seeing right now. I got 4 dogs just sitting here staring out the door for no reason whatsoever.
Hey, there's your picture too.
I got it. I have my camera on. That's what was wrong. Guess my camera's not working.
Oh, okay.
So,
right.
whatever.
Well, here's the thing. I was talking to someone earlier, and we were talking about the house being targeted and stuff, and you know, and we're going to get into this more on Wednesday night. This is going to be kind of a, what do you call, little monsters and pretty little liars, except this is with me and the mods discussing it. Kind of, this is what we're going to do. But a long time ago, I heard about a black backpack that was stolen from the Moose Lodge. Do you remember hearing about this at all? Way back.
Is that where they were having the axe throwing competitions?
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
I think I heard that. Yes. Something about a black pack. A black pack.
Black backpack. I know that's kind of hard to say. Black backpack. Well, it kind of tells me something in a way. For one thing, I'm wondering, who I was in this meeting with. We're all wondering if Showalter wasn't following the girls because they were being accused of this black backpack, or had found it. Because I remember hearing that somebody found this black backpack. What like $20,000 in it.
Whoa.
Yeah. And if this ends up missing, let's just say that this black backpack ends up missing. And we know, okay, so I'll tell you what. 2 days after the murders, right? Guess who gets pulled over and they find a black backpack with $20,000 in it?
What's her name?
One of the Jacks?
No. Oh, it starts with a J, though. Jonah Chapin.
Jack Showalter?
Judge Hitler?
No. Jonah Chapin.
Chapin.
Is that
Brother.
Ethan's sister?
Jonah. Pardon me?
Ethan's brother.
Is that does Ethan?
No, actually, it's
Ethan's
not
brother.
Ethan's
Okay.
brother. No, actually, we haven't been able to find the tie, which is weird. We're still looking. We haven't been able to find a tie, so apparently they might not be related. But I did show the picture of him. Yeah. Again, I'm sorry for not being prepared, everybody, but I'm sure you all seen the picture I posted of this guy looking straight into the camera at the grub truck. That's Jonah Chapin. If you remember, I did that just a few videos ago, just like 2-3 videos ago. And I showed this picture of this guy, and he was staring right into the camera at the grub truck. That's Jonah Chapin. So he was at the grub truck. But what do you think about, what if this happened? This is a what if, and it's all speculation. Because we're trying to guess, why these beautiful four got red rummed. You know what I mean? And what if, and remember on the way back from the grub truck, Jack Showalter says they're going to get you they're going to get you girls for that, Maddie.
Yeah.
What if it got stolen and they thought that the girls did it, or the girls told somebody and they did it? But what if these people that own this $20,000 said that the girls got away with the black backpack? That would definitely send the owners of the $20,000 to the house. You think?
They'd have to do it that night, though?
What's that? It happened that night. It happened.
So it all happened that night. Wow. Okay. Interesting.
Well, and that brings us to Maddie. What did she tell Adam? Everything. What was that? Was that something about the black backpack?
I wish
This
somebody would
black
ask Steve G
backpack.
that question.
Right. The black backpack might come into play into this case yet. And I'm just wondering about that whole thing. And here's another thing I didn't know about either, and that's the axe throwing contest. Guess who won a what do you call not like the whole event, but what am I trying to say here? I can't even
An award?
I can't fucking read my own writing.
A trophy, an award. They won money.
One of the oh God. Like one of the events, not events,
One of
but
the
like
axe
one of the
competitions,
contests.
right?
One of the contests. Guess who won one of
Yes.
the contests?
Kaylee's
I heard this today.
Kaylee's boyfriend,
Maddie-
Jack, man.
No, Bethany Funk.
What?
Bethany Funk. Yes.
Really?
She won. Yes. She won a contest that day. I don't know which one.
That's wild.
But she did win a contest at that axe throwing. So apparently she was downtown at some point.
Right.
When? Who knows? Now we're hearing rumors that Ethan and Xana weren't found, or they don't know where they were during this time. They might not have been at that party, even though Bethany said she's seen them. They might have been at the bar. And that actually would explain a few things. But what do you think about this black backpack is what I want to get to first. You know what I mean?
20.
Kind of mind blowing. Yeah, Brandon.
No, go ahead, S.
No, I'm just going to say, I don't know. It's pretty mind blowing. I don't know what else to say. There's, it means obviously more potential suspects out there, and reasons for, unfortunately, possibly this atrocity of happening, and away from a gang hit, I suppose. Interesting.
Right. If we got 20 grand and a backpack, that screams drugs to me. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Very well could be.
$20,000. We're going to go buy a new motorcycle with this $20,000. Right. No.
And you know, if you think about it, okay, so this Jonah Chapin, either he's number one, he's the thief of that 20,000, or he's the owner of that 20,000.
Right.
Why did he look? And that makes me wonder about that whole staring into the camera. Was he trying to say, "I'm going to get you"? You know what I'm saying? That look. Do you remember that? You know what? I erased. I deleted everything off my computer. Long story. I just wanted to get rid of it because it's causing problems. But I'm hoping everybody remembers that.
I do. I definitely do. Yep.
Yeah, that picture and the way he looked into that camera. And now that I think of it, it's like it does look like it looks like he's pissed.
Where's that picture taken, Tommy?
At the grub truck.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I thought. Yep.
Exactly, they live, and thank you very much. They live. Thank you very much. That was awesome. That little ditty he did on the Little Monsters and Pretty Little Liars. That was pretty awesome. And let's see, is that particular feed for Twitch? I do believe so, Cottonwick. I do believe. Because it was from up above. So, yeah, it is, Coco. Right. So this backpack. Go ahead.
Oh no, I didn't mean to interrupt, Tommy. Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt. I was just going to ask: do we all agree, by the way, that there was most likely, I assume, a fight club that people were watching at the grub truck? And if so, does that have any relevance, do you think, to the atrocity? But if I'm getting sidetracked, I apologize.
No, you're not getting sidetracked, but we're going to really dive deep into that coming up in a couple shows. So,
great. I'd love to hear that.
Yeah, okay. That's going to be a hell of a night.
Cool.
Let me see here. I'm getting dinged here real quick.
You are a ding.
And that $20,000 as you guys alluded to, that's not chump change.
Right. And thank you, by the way, who beeped me. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Another thing is I want to talk about is I might be monetizing the channel. I hate to say it, but I might be going there.
Just
I
do
might
it.
be going there. Yeah, I might have to do it. Oh yeah, that was kick-ass. That's awesome. Exactly what I was looking for. Oh yeah, drop the link for the mods. Yep. Any mods that want to come up or whatever. Yep. There you go. And so anyway, this backpack has really got me crazy thinking because of what Jack Showalter said to the girls or to Maddie. And it was before, anything else was said. That's the first thing we heard is they're going to get you girls for that, Maddie. What did they do? And everybody's been trying to figure, well, here we have a black backpack missing with $20,000 in it. I remember hearing that like, holy shit, really a long time ago, at least 2 years ago.
Question. I have a question. Did you say that he got pulled over with that backpack with the 20 grand in it?
Jonah did. Yeah. Jonah did. Yeah.
What did he get pulled over for?
I don't know. He ended up, I don't know right now. I don't have access to that right now, Randy. But we do know. No, that's fine. But he got busted, and I think there was probably drugs there. I'm not quite sure. But even if there wasn't drugs on him, I know he ended up in jail.
Right.
And that 20,000. So here's what I'm thinking. It's like a burglary. They go to the house, right, to get and it doesn't, you know what? It doesn't even, Randy, it doesn't even have to be that the person that, let's say Jonah or whatever, let's say it was his money. It doesn't even have to be that. It could be that somebody from the bar found out that there was $20,000 in this freaking backpack and knew the girls, or what we're hearing now is that Zan and Ethan were at the bar. What if they got off with that backpack and these people went looking for their freaking money?
Yeah.
Which could be Jonah. That Jonah Chapin. Now, wouldn't that be weird if it turned out to be something like that?
Yes.
And the same name is the same as Ethan, and they're not related.
That we know
so far. That we know.
Absolutely. And that look into the camera, I mean, that why would you stare into a camera like that? There's a reason for that look. I remember
there is
when you showed that.
Yes. And it was like a look. It could be taken as I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you.
Yeah. Not like, hi, I'm at the grub truck.
It wasn't a hi.
At all.
Right. No. And yeah, so that's what I've been really debating lately. And was this like and let's say it wasn't even at the house, but they heard about it. That he heard that it was at the house. He's still going to go there if he's looking for that money. I don't know how he could lose it. I mean, Beast, that's stupid to take your, a backpack off with $20,000 and set it down.
Right.
But
who's this in private chat, Tommy? Says Jonah was arrested.
That's okay, Randy.
Trafficking in Moscow.
Yeah. Jonah was arrested for trafficking in Moscow, November 15th, for trafficking. Right. So that, 2 days after, and when he was pulled over and arrested for the trafficking, there was also $20,000 in a black backpack with him. So that's a very interesting thing to have happen in this case, in my belief, yeah. Okay. So anyway, there's that I've been looking at, and there's a few other things too. I got to see what this is first here. What is this? Oh, let me see if this is worth looking at or not. Here, I can't remember what this is. Or no, that's something different. Okay. Visual operations. Uh, what is this? So, what videos have you been watching, Randy? That's one thing. I never ask my mods. I never ask them, what they've been watching lately.
You want me to admit to other channels I watch? Is that what you're saying?
What have you been watching? I never get to watch or ask my mods what they've been watching.
Right. I can pretty much say.
What have you been watching?
I've been watching Bubbly a lot lately, for sure. I follow Harsh. I do follow
must, right?
I do follow a couple other people. I watch other people because I know they're stupid about things, so I like to kind of laugh every now and then at the bullshit they're putting out. Like, we won't mention any drunk turkey shows or anything, but
yeah, that whole interview just. Oh,
I don't know what's going on there. Come on.
He drives me nuts because he's so thick-headed. He's just he drives me nuts, dude. I can only watch so much, and then I do go in there. Sometimes I don't say anything because I said something before,
just
and
I got to watch. I do that to some people. Been watching Nika lately.
Oh, Nika's right.
Yeah, Neuro Nuggets or whatever it is, and
yeah, Nika's Neuro Nuggets. She's
got some good stuff lately, but yeah, I see unsolved cases in news saying they watch Truth and Transparency. There's something that turned me off about her after I watched her for a while. It's something, I don't know if it's her background, some of the other shit she's been through or whatever, but it's just kind of, and I know she gets some good stuff and so on and so forth. I just, as a person, I don't feel like I'm at home watching her videos like I do with yours.
Okay.
Or Laura.
I like Lana.
Yeah.
Because she's such a really good investigator. But you do have to watch a lot of her to get to certain points because she has longer shows usually. But then so do I,
How about Chaos Sector? Do you watch them at all?
Oh yeah. Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
That's an interesting channel.
Yeah, it is. And Criminal Confidential is another good one.
Yep. Yep.
And actually, we could go. I don't know if I showed this.
Did you see the love you got from? Who just gave you a bunch of love? And shoot, I just saw it in
the chat.
Rome's. Sherlock Rome's.
Sherlock.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Sherlock.
A bunch of love in it. I saw today. Yeah.
Actually, yeah, he's got really good videos, and I actually want to talk to him at some point here.
Why do I see people calling him a girl? I thought it was a him. Isn't it a him? Yeah, I've seen videos of him.
It's a him.
That's what I thought. I'm watching Dan's like, oh, good job, lady. You're really on top. I'm like, nah. He's a guy.
It's not a lady. No, it's a guy. Yeah,
he's just a guy.
Either that or it's a woman with the biggest beard I've ever seen. Outcast is another new one that's pretty good. I was in his room. OUTKAST. Outcast.
Oh yeah, Outcast. Yes. Yeah, that's another one Sherlock Holmes gave some love into today. Was Outcast.
Right. Yeah, that's another good new channel. And Translucent. I love Translucent. Yeah.
Yep. Horrific. Horrific's kind of good.
Horrific. Yep. Horrific. I've used a lot of horrific stuff over the last.
However, Nancy Grace Nancy Disgrace. I'm
Ah,
seeing.
oh, don't say that name.
What a stupid video that was 6 hours ago.
She's
Shut up, Nancy.
Oh, I can't even watch her, dude.
I haven't watched anything from her forever until today for some reason, because I'm like, yeah, it's Mod Monday. I'm going to look at a bunch of stuff. And I put that on. I'm like, God, shut up, lady.
Right?
Please do not.
I can't stand to look at her. I can't stand her voice. I just don't do her.
She always interrupts. She always interrupts people. Now, wait a minute, Sergeant Romney. I thought. Shut up, bitch.
Right. Yeah. Well, I'm going to run this. This is we got on Friday. Everybody, I don't know if I've ran this before or not. I have no clue. Like I said, I'm kind of. It was a busy day today, so I didn't have a lot of time to prepare. And so we're going to run this. And what do I got up there right now? Oh, I got it up there. Okay. Here we go. This is Birdie. Okay, this is Birdie.
Oh, cool.
And he's going to be on Friday night. So, and this is from his YouTube. So, he does more TikTok. Now, last night, he had over 300,000 likes.
Holy crap! Is this
and
on
that's
YouTube?
When I left. I mean, no, on TikTok. He had over 300,000 likes.
Jesus.
So yeah, he's definitely a major player that's going to be coming more to YouTube as he goes along. I do believe we'll find out on Friday. I'll let him speak his own thing. But here's one of his videos I think we should check out, and this is called All 8 Signs of a Federal Operation Are Now Confirmed. So, and this is the Birdie channel right there. And like I said, he's just starting out there. He's only got 376 views. This was done 5 days ago. He's got a lot more stuff out now. If you go to TikTok, you can look him up. I can't remember the name on TikTok, though. I might need help there. And anyway, so let's take a listen.
Out of like non-uniformed personnel and vehicles that were at the house during the crime scene.
Again, there was a parallel go and investigate. Pull it up. Ask what the FBI investigates. Look at their 8 levels of criteria. Cross out the ones that don't make sense.
You guys see that? There we go.
Yeah, it's good.
Okay, okay.
Just kind of going in and out, but it was working.
And then look at the ones that are left, and then start throwing that into GPT with what we know of the Idaho 4. But also keep in mind, these operations are going on in many states right now and involving industry.
And what did SG say? I'll tee that one up for you.
National security.
Yep. And he said that they want to identify fingerprints. He specifically brought up truckers over on the border.
Yeah, they want to track every move from everybody, not just these college kids on apps. They want to track everybody, the real ID. They're pushing that, the immigration, the border, national security. Do you know that there was a group of people in that area that actually tried to plan a infiltration on a very important piece of, how do I say this without getting banned? Very important piece of our nation's infrastructure in Idaho. If you don't know what facilities are out there, start Googling them. That would be a level of national security.
Can you give a little bit more context safely?
Supplies are electricity.
Okay. So that might be as well. Let's see if I can get a little bit bigger.
No, the only thing on this is what I thought. What I thought of on the federal part of it in the documents, in the national security risk. I thought I figured it out, but maybe I'm wrong. That it was when Cy Ray said in that video when he was live on my show, he said there was a security risk, a national security risk, because of the stingray being used. That's the only thing, but they're going at a different angle here. So let's listen to this.
All right. So these are the 8 things for the FBI's key criteria for involvement. Okay. Federal law violation. This says Idaho format possibly because Koberger allegedly drove across multiple states. And if drugs, communications, or informants were involved, it does tick this box. That chuckle is just because it's like, okay,
that would be
threat to national security, and it says 100% if any of the victims were tied to a federal rug op or knew about it. National security clause is invoked to bury this threat. I'm just laughing because it's like, guys, everything points to this. No wonder why they were on a freaking plane in 6 hours, Phoenix?
40 plus investigators were sent out there.
Okay, look at this. And then look at this.
I can't read
hard
that.
to see even on this.
And what did it say about the F word in there? Go up a little bit, that last line.
I can't read
Federal? Which one?
Early rumors.
Early rumors tied frats to rug trafficking, if that's true, and it protected it. Yeah, because guys, I would argue too, if that is such a big hub, you would use like frat people. You would use people that are around the party scene. You'd use popular kids that maybe have low level rug charges, and you flip them, and you get them to cooperate, so that you tell them, you have a clean record when you graduate and go get a job. And so this is interesting. Like, hold on, Phoenix. You want to know what I'm realizing? Every single one of SG's points justifies one of these 8. Have you noticed that? Every single thing that he brings up seems to check one, because he talked about trucking and interstate activity and crossing the borders. He didn't say, why wouldn't he talk about Koberger crossing borders of states? No, he talked about truckers. Have you ever thought about that? Why did he not? Because Koberger crossed the border of states all the time. Why would he say truckers?
Hold on a second. Are you guys still in everything? I'm trying to get to the back room here. There we are. Oh, okay. Everybody hearing this okay and everything?
Yeah, it's great.
Okay.
Why do you think I told you to look into this?
Yeah, well, thank you. Yes, okay. I mean, it's mind-boggling, and I do like how it's like I do appreciate like your Socratic method, Phoenix. It's very, it's helpful. Suspect's already a part of it. Or an analyst or an asset.
And what did he do? He studies what?
Predictive criminal behavior.
He was picked one of 2 of the top of his class by someone who studied the criminal minds of unaliving.
PhDs. Yeah.
How
they only picked 2.
Coincidental is that?
You know how I feel about coincidences and the definition of it being a mathematical term.
Absolutely. There is no coincidence.
There is none. I'm going to say it again. There's people that listen. They've heard me say it. I like to say this. And it's that The term coincidence is a mathematical term which means coincide. And that means that two angles cannot fit together in any other way unless they are perfectly aligned. And the phrase of speech that we use it in really isn't accurate. So now, see, this is one too where I'm like, okay, it's not applicable unless someone in the case was being silenced for speaking against protected targets. Well, could Kaylee check that box if she knew something and was telling people?
I told Adam everything.
Exactly. Exactly.
You're going to be in big trouble.
Yep. I mean, every box is checked so far. We have one more. Obviously, this one does. Major violent crime of national interest. Sorry. Got a text from Mrs. Birdie. And this is, here we go. Oops. Here we go.
Within hours.
This is I love how ChatGPT has like learned my style of typing and types it kind of back to me, which is, this is the do not F with us clause. So this is interesting. It says Idaho 4, this is the smoking pew pew. Even if one of those victims was involved in a sting or a WITSEC program or blew the lid on a covert op, which, okay, what if it really all comes down to Kaylee's comment? What if, who is Adam as far as like type of like duty is? Like is he like a square?
Adam,
is he a partier?
He's a partier.
Adam, the bartender, lived with Jack, I believe.
Yep.
So does that mean that like, did Kaylee find out something about somebody either at a frat or in the house was protected or an informant and told it, and they're like, she didn't think it was a big deal or something?
I don't know, but Adam left town the next day, and so did Jack.
Guys, the amount of stuff that we've like picked through in these lives, this is exactly why I like doing the live digs, is because it's so hard to put them into a video and flow and kind of see the working thought process. So pretty much if you check boxes, 2, 3, 5, 7, and 8, you're not in a crime scene. You're in a federal operation with a cleanup crew. And this says in the Idaho 4, they didn't just tick those boxes. They blew them wide open. How about just the amount of like not?
So that's one way of looking at things too. You know what I'm saying? Rand, are you still there? Randy. Anyway, everybody, that's another way of looking at things too. And I know everybody's got their own ideas on that kind of stuff. I'm thinking more this I'm telling you right now, this and one of the reasons I'm thinking about this so much. Oh, Randy dropped out or something. Okay, well, I'm going to put the link is back in chat for moderators, please. This black backpack. And the reason why is because I heard of this black backpack. Holy crap, man. Like just a couple of months after, or maybe even within a month. I mean, it was like a long ways back. I heard about this black backpack. And now we're looking at it a little bit further. And is this the reason why? Was it over this black backpack with $20,000 in it? That, I mean, Jonah Chapin gets pulled over and they find, gets arrested for trafficking, right? Gets arrested for trafficking. There's Terry Martin. Hey, Terry, how you doing, girl?
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, we're just getting. Is that Randy back now? Yep, there he is. There you are.
my battery ran out of my laptop. I had to grab everything and move
Oh,
downstairs to the plug. Sorry about that. God,
Well, I was just talking about the black backpack, and again, and I mean, here you got this Chapin dude, this Jonah Chapin, who looked into that camera like that, and he ends up getting pulled over 2 days later and gets arrested for trafficking and has $20,000 on him.
What?
That's a little peculiar, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happened, Terry. Yeah. That Jonah Chapin. You remember
The guy
you remember
that stood and stared at
that's-
the.
Yeah, that's Jonah Chapin. So this guy 2 days later gets pulled over, gets arrested for trafficking. They must have been watching him, I suppose. And he has $20,000 in his backpack. And you know, a long time ago, I heard that there was a backpack stolen from the Moose Lodge at the Moose Lodge. I don't know if it was in a car or what, but this black backpack got stolen.
Right. I remember
And
that.
yeah, you know, is it all over this black backpack? Is it all over? Did this $20,000 end up in the house? Oh, there goes Randy again. You know, did you know, is that what it's over? Is it over something like this? Did someone go back to the house and ask, and what if they didn't have it and they wanted it? And you know what I'm saying?
Am I just imagining things, or wasn't one of the guys in the grub truck also last name Chapin?
In the grub truck?
Yeah, for some reason I was thinking you said that.
I'm not sure on that.
I don't know. Maybe I dreamt it, but I thought you said this.
Yeah, well, and then we were looking at, and we're going to go over this on Friday night. Something that we seen last night that will explain another reason why I'm onto this backpack thing. It's relevant because it was in what appears to be someone being taken out in a video, and because there's a black backpack, and so it makes me wonder what's going on with this black backpack. And you know, did they go to the house shortly after? Was somebody waiting? Did Dylan and what? Okay, and you know what? This explains why Dylan and Bethany would be left alive. If and that would explain that Ethan and Zano were probably at the bar. And who'd they leave alive? Bethany and Dylan. Was it because they were after the four because they thought one of the four stole this black backpack?
What was the time frame that Dylan said she saw Xana? It is pouring, so if you hear it in the background, but what was the time frame exactly that Xana was passed out on the floor that Dylan saw her?
Let me think about that one, because that's a good question.
Because they said that she was on her YouTube at 4:12.
It was what?
Yeah, they're saying that she was on her YouTube at 4:12.
On her YouTube?
I'm sorry, TikTok.
Oh, okay. Well, Xana was on. I know. I don't know about Dylan. Xana was on it.
But what time was she seen by Dylan? I mean, wasn't this all happening? All these.
What time did I think that was closer later on in the morning, wasn't it? When she seen Xana laying on the floor. But my question on that part is Terry, if I seen you drunk and passed out on the floor and your bed's right there, I think I'd probably go help you to the bed.
Well, not only that, but she kept saying that Xana, but she kept telling everybody that Xana was so drunk that night. Did she talk to her?
Right. Exactly. She had to have. Well, yeah, maybe when they got home,
But they weren't home. But Xana and Ethan were not home when the 4 girls were supposedly up in Kaylee's room talking and stuff. Remember?
Yeah, I thought everybody got home around 2:00. I'm gonna have to look on that one again. Oh, yep, link. But yeah, it's making me think a lot of different things here. And why wouldn't you help you see your friend laying on the floor, you just walk by like nothing?
Well, how would you know she was that drunk if she was passed out?
Right. Saying she was passed out. Yeah. In my opinion, she knew. Hey, tell it to Ellie. I'm just watching a video of yours from a year ago today. Actually, did I bookmark it? I might have bookmarked that. I'm not sure. There's Randy again. There you are again.
I had to change computers completely. I don't know what's going on with my laptop. I think it might have died for its final.
Right.
Its final death. I think my laptop just saw its final death.
Willie might have something. Willie, you're out there. I see you're out there. I'm leaving another link out there if you want to come on up.
Well, and
yeah, then she down the rabbit hole to help. Then she calls Xana.
Yeah.
Then she calls Xana. It ain't jiving, man. It isn't jiving.
Well, I don't understand how you know if your friend was so drunk that she would be passed out if she hadn't talked to her.
Exactly.
And she doesn't mention
anything. To her.
She says she didn't even answer the phone. So this just doesn't make sense. And the other thing that really got to me that just didn't make sense is how many kids have, what do you call those things? Paddles, or what do you call them? Heart things. I mean, why would you not say, instead of that, say, do you have Narcan?
Right. Well, one of the first thing I seen in where did I see this? Where the FBI says about phone calls, about 911 calls. Let me see if I got that. Because I think I do somewhere. Let me look here quick. Yeah, here it is, I think. Okay, so the FBI has come out with, and I'll present this here quick. I'll wait for it to make sure it loads up and everything.
I mean, it was okay. We heard 2 different things. We heard, 1, that it was a drug house, and 2, we do know that there were drugs around that area. So
big time. Yeah.
Would be okay. You know what? You need, even that one child. Remember, they got one guy that they call him Bonnie and Clyde, but what's his face?
Demetrius.
Yeah, Demetrius and
Demetrius and Emma. Right.
They used Narcan on that kid.
Right.
What? What kid?
The one that died. They dropped off at the hospital and came back and picked him up.
Right.
And then took him to Seattle, which what?
Yeah. A Narcan is everywhere.
Right.
I got Narcan. Yeah, I got Narcan right here in the house.
You would think college kids would be more popular than defibrillators.
Right. But here's the 911 homicide calls and statement analysis. Is the caller the killer? And this article reports on analysis of a sample of 911 calls about homicides, so as to determine the difference in the words and voice tone of callers who were and were not perpetrators of the house being reported. So were and were not perpetrators. Abstract. Almost twice as many innocent callers, 67%, asked for help for the victim than the guilty callers, 34%. So almost twice as many. Now, during that phone call, I need to know, what did I hear her say, come help them or anything like that?
No. And Carolyn, you're right. I mean, Narcan doesn't work on stab wounds, but they never mentioned any type of wound, stab wounds, blood. I'm sorry, red liquid.
Yeah, you can say, go ahead. Yeah.
None of that was mentioned. So, you know, in my opinion, if I saw my roommate passed out, drunk or not drunk, first of all, you would have had to have talked to her to know that she was that drunk. And especially if Dylan said she drank all what she drank, she should be the one passed out.
Right. And you would, I don't know, you would help your friend up to her bed, wouldn't you think? You know, she's laying on the floor.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, these.
Wouldn't you at least walk in the room and help her out?
At least pull her in the room.
Yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous. And then you got these callers, they ask for help for the victim. She didn't really ask for the help for the victim. She just, you know, like, I don't know. The more I hear that, the more it sounds like a bunch of bullshit.
Well, she thought she was, and she kept saying, "Oh, don't forget about there was a man clad in black. There's a man in black in our house." Okay, but yet you saw your friend passed out and you just did nothing.
What if she didn't see her friend passed out? What if she didn't see her friend passed out?
Well, that's true. I mean,
that's true, but then
at this point.
Right. But that's what's coming out now. That's what's coming out now is that Dylan seen her laying on the floor.
Right.
Well, that's what's come out in documents. So why wouldn't you go help your friend up and put her into bed?
Yeah, do something.
Well, Marianne, you're right. Narcan doesn't work on alcohol, but unless she talked to her, how the heck does she know she was there lying there because of drugs or because of alcohol?
Right, because she did drugs.
I think part of the cover-up is
What's that, Estes?
Oh, sorry. I was just saying, I just think that part of the cover-up is, you know, the university establishment, law enforcement. It seems like, as you guys have just sort of said in so many words, there's no mention of blood on the 911 call of this terrible, brutal atrocity. That's part of the convenient narrative that we, the public, are not hearing about blood. They're covering all that up, are they not? I mean, it doesn't make sense otherwise.
And we don't hear any sirens coming in. No sirens do we hear coming in.
Right.
Do we see that video today that said that, man, I think it might have been from Sherlock Holmes too, about, who was it? Latah County Sheriff was seen going up to the house, toward the house at 7 o'clock in the morning.
What?
You didn't see that today?
I missed that.
The Latah County Sheriff on camera supposedly caught heading toward the scene at sometime around 7 in the morning. I don't know if it's 6:57 or whatever. But what they're saying is that he was at the crime scene somewhere around 7 o'clock before any.
I have heard that.
911 call.
Wade Bird, I did not ever hear that Caden Young was picked up by a frat member from the hospital. I heard it was Emma and Demetrius that picked him up, drove him to Seattle, and Demetrius supposedly was like crying and giving him Narcan, mouth to mouth, and upset.
Can you hear that?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, Willie says, or a cop introduce himself. Yeah, you don't even hear the cop introduce himself.
You know,
No, nothing.
not
You know
hearing
what I
the
mean? On the
sirens.
911 when they got there.
Why would they put Hunter on the phone if the cop was there?
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying? I mean, if I was
Sometimes
the
I wonder,
911,
this case is so crazy that
I don't know, but if I was the cop and I was the
Maybe they were
911
scared of
person,
cops.
I don't know. I've never been. I don't know how that. No, I do know how that works. I've been in a situation like that, and the cop and the 911 guy or person, they talked. They didn't have the people around get on the phone and talk to the 911. They, like when Hunter said, "Oh, I have to get up and talk." That's not how it works. That's not protocol.
Right. Well, I wish tell it to Ellie.
I
Tell it to Ellie.
sometimes
You should
wonder,
jump
it
up
sounds
here
crazy,
and-
guys, but sorry.
Well, I was just going to say, tell it to Ellie. You should jump up here. And Amples Park said something here, and you went down that hole too with Jonah Chapin, and Amples said it's quite a story. I'd like to hear that story.
Please
here, I'm
tell
going to leave
us.
a link. I'm going to leave a link out there, Ellie, if you want to jump up, because I'd like to hear that story.
Plus, we want to see a picture of your dog.
Right.
Woof, woof.
Right.
Can I ask you
Alyssa.
guys a question?
No.
Go right ahead.
I'm just kidding.
No, they did not parachute
Not,
in.
not until you sit down and relax. Jeez. Standing up, he's making me nervous. No, go ahead. I'm
Me?
sorry. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding you.
Oh,
Go
I'm
ahead.
glad I'm not making you nervous. Is it possible in your minds, guys, is it possible at all that this whole thing being a psyop and that law enforcement actually, the establishment, the operation actually extracted the students and that Kaylee, again, Xana, Madison, I'm forgetting their names now, but my mind's racing. Sorry, forgive me. But that anyway, that they were extracting their alive. Is that? Do you think that's possible or very highly unlikely?
Yeah, I've talked about that before. That's a tough one, you know.
Well, let's put it this way: anything is possible. The
Anything is
question
possible,
is it plausible? And yes, it could be very plausible.
That's what I'm wondering.
Okay, here's another question I'm
It
going
would
to
answer a lot of
You're going
questions.
to think I'm an
Like you
idiot.
said earlier, no sirens. Like, come on.
No sirens. No, get on
Thanks
the phone and
for
talk to the
answering, guys.
911 person.
All right.
You know, like I just looked at her
And law
she's got
enforcement
wounds and
very well
there's-
may have been trying to protect them.
Mhm.
Yeah, I agree with Coco on that one. No extraction, psyop gone wrong, though, in my opinion. Could be some. Yeah, I would go with that more than extraction. I have talked about that extraction before, though, and I've wondered about it.
I think Bethany
Yes,
Funk-
he
Thanks
is,
for bringing
Jenny.
it up, Tommy. I'm sorry that it.
All right, over there. Yeah. Yep. Sure has been. And he's gonna be on Friday night, Jenny, right here. So
Sweet. Steak
and
bite.
he does.
When
do
they were
some
mentioning
big
Brian
dives.
Koberger earlier on that video, oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I was just saying, when I was listening to we were listening to that video, they brought up Brian Koberger in some aspects. And I've always said that I learned from Dr. Shiva, these older universities, they often have a dossier, right, on their students. So you better believe, you know, the university that Brian Koberger went to, what was it, Washington State? Just like the University of Idaho, law enforcement establishment, they're going to have a dossier on Brian Koberger. They're going to know all about him. Whether or not he was an informant or not, I don't know, but they're certainly going to know all the ins and outs and details of somebody like a Brian Koberger. And I don't know what else to say on that, but
I'm sure,
it's
but
fascinating. I don't know if he was an informant. I hope he has nothing to do with this, but What's that?
Well, yeah, if it is a let's say that he is in protective custody type thing, it'll just all of a sudden be out there, and they're going to make the arrests, and there'd be like a huge roundup of people, and everything would be dismissed, and Brian would be going into hiding.
I hope that's what happens.
I
Well,
think
me
Bethany.
too, but
I think Bethany
Yeah.
Funk is in protective custody. Not to change the subject or anything, but
you know that. But
Me
no,
too.
actually, Randy, that's
Totally
a good
agree.
thought. That's a good thought. That's a good thought. Definitely,
We
a
haven't
good
heard
thought there.
anything from her. We haven't seen any pictures. She's not talking. There's nothing, where we see a little bit of
She's
Dylan
gone,
here
man.
and there.
But Dylan stays in town. Dylan, why
Right.
does
Yeah.
Dylan still feel she's safe? If she's, if this atrocity happened the way she says it does, you think she'd be able
Well,
to.
that's a
town,
good
man,
question,
wouldn't you?
Estes. That's a good
Yep.
question. That's a good question because
It is. Yep.
that makes me think that
Why do you
she's
ask a good
definitely a part of
question?
it. Definitely a part of it, and Bethany wasn't.
Right. Right.
That's what it makes me think right there. And then Bethany's supposed to have this exculpatory evidence. I wouldn't want to go into the state of Idaho either if I had exculpatory evidence that's going to free the guy that they're trying to pin this on it, and and who we think is all involved, and that's going to come out more in the following days. Also, there's some kick-ass stuff going to be coming out from this channel, but yeah, that is a good question, no doubt about it.
Did we have a hearing? Did we have a hearing today too?
Yeah, I do believe so. That secret hearing, and that's why I wanted to talk about that too. Why was there a secret hearing all of a sudden scheduled in the middle of nowhere land? You know what I'm saying?
In the middle of what the hell's going on? Yeah.
Right.
But
Get
one
your
over here.
investigator, Tommy. Get your investigator. Find out what transpired.
Yeah, that'll be a tough one to break. But something apparently came up where the judge said we have to talk about this. Hopefully, it's something good for Brian. Hopefully, I can't see that they would schedule a sudden hearing like this for something for the prosecution.
Right.
I can't see that.
Right.
I can see it for the defendant, though, no doubt about it. And so we'll see what happens out of that. I guess we'll find out sooner or later, right?
I got a big question for you. This is a big one.
Okay.
How are you going to feel if the trial proves that Brian is guilty?
I'll say shoot him in the head. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shoot him in the fucking head.
But I mean, are we that far off that
I don't think so, but that's why I try to keep the doors open. I really do. Even
Well, they're
though as
going to
hard as it is.
really have to prove their case, and whether he's found guilty or not, in my book, if they haven't proved it, then I don't believe it.
well, I
If they don't prove it, what?
I don't
And
think
who's
Brian, if he's involved in it all, he didn't go in the house. Certain.
Yeah.
Yeah. If he's found guilty, we're going to know about it before.
If Brian was found
before he's found guilty, we're going to know. We're going to know by what's going on in the court case, what's being shown, what's being allowed to be shown.
Right.
And if it leans towards guilty, I'm going to say guilty before they even say guilty.
Mm-hmm.
And there is some very
well, we
damaging.
know he didn't do it. If he was involved at all, we know he didn't do it by himself.
Right. There
I
is some
agree.
very damaging. Yep, I agree with that. There are some very damaging documents that dropped, and they don't sound. They made me drop down in percentage wise if he was guilty or not. Put it that way.
Like the K-bar knife.
Really?
Buying
And all
another
that
one.
K-bar, buying another one. Yeah, that's part of it. And there's some other things there too, and it does make me wonder, but I'm sticking with what we've been.
Yeah, I don't even
digging
believe
into for so
Amazon.
long. Well, the thing is, the cops have lied, on the PCA and all this shit. So
Right.
who says they're not lying? Who says they're not lying to get to this information?
I think
Right.
Brian Koberger is being used by law enforcement and the establishment. I'm starting to think he's the fall guy. He knows his role right now. Yes, he's in prison, but he's probably we could see he's being treated very good, thankfully. And I think he's part of a pawn in this bigger system, in this huge cover-up. I think he's working with law enforcement. They needed a fall guy. They knew some atrocity could happen in Idaho, and it goes back to follow the money. They can't have you think or suspect there was more than one killer involved, and we got to pin it on this out-of-state convenient narrative. Brian Koberger, right? Say that he's got touch DNA, and yet again, all three female victims had parents that had direct ties to or involved in or did hardcore drugs. It goes back to the drug angle, I believe. Anyway, that's just my thought tonight.
Yeah. Then there's also the whole Maddie thing, and the Maddie jacket. Now we're hearing that coat was actually Ethan's, and that would make it
Different.
very interesting, and for a few different reasons. And we're hearing that she was, let's just put it this way, she was stuck in the house after that. I don't want to get into that whole thing. The jacket thing and it being Ethan's, though, is very interesting, because that would kind of prove that Ethan and Zana were at the bar.
Did the cop who found that
in the night?
The cop who found that coat, did he or did he not pull like something out of the pocket and keep it?
That's what it looks like.
Sure looked like
that. It looked like that, but then I seen somewhere where that was really explained, and I looked at it really close, and that explanation was
pretty good.
Was good. It was pretty good. Yeah.
Cool.
So nothing was taken out of the pocket there. There was no big knife or anything like that. But
big old K-bar knife.
Yeah.
Hey, look what I got here, Sergeant. It's a K-bar knife.
Right.
Well, let's just take that home with us.
I don't believe you can. I don't even think you can't even trust Amazon, who really, Amazon is CIA at this point, this huge Amazon company. Amazon law enforcement, I don't even think you can trust that Brian even purchased a K-bar twice. We don't know that. That's just what law enforcement puts out. I don't even believe it. So that's just me.
Wasn't there a big question on how they got that information from Amazon? Like, some kind of timing thing or something like that. Says, that was after the fact. I don't know. I don't remember exactly, but.
All right. And Coco's saying it would explain Ethan's DNA.
Probably most people in Pennsylvania own a K-bar knife anyway.
Yeah, and Coco's right there. Explain Ethan's DNA under her nails. And also, there's more on that what they found on the DNA. I can only go so far on this tonight. I wish I could go more, but I can only go so far. Anyway, I want to get back to this thing here. Okay, so almost twice as many, 67% asked for help for the victim than did guilty callers. Now, guilty callers tended to provide rambling and confusing. Check this out, guys. Check this out. Guilty callers tended to provide rambling and confusing information about the circumstances of the homicide, suggestive of an effort to avoid detailed facts about what had happened. They didn't just provide rambling and confusing information about the homicide because we didn't know that they didn't even report the homicide. You know what I mean? They didn't even report the homicide. Even when what's his name? Like if the call was all true and everything, that Hunter didn't say anything to tell them that that there's this or that. He just nothing was ever. Yeah, callers who provided more information than was requested by dispatchers might be attempting to provide a deceptive story rather than provide truthful information in response to the dispatcher's questions. And you got innocent callers, on the other hand, were more likely to focus on the primary objective of getting medical help for the victim as soon as possible. And here you got someone that waited 8 hours, right? Oh God, people. Where was I? Callers who provide more information than was requested by dispatcher might be attempted to provide a deceptive story rather than provide truthful information in response to the dispatcher's questions. Innocent callers, on the other hand, were more likely to focus on the primary objective of getting medical help for the victim as soon as possible. They didn't do that. 5% of the callers in the study insulted or blamed the victim. Well, that wasn't done, but and who was it? Now, supposedly Dylan and Bethany both seen Zana laying on the floor, but did anybody hear poor Kaylee? Anybody hear that in there? Or am I?
Yeah. Tell it to Ellie is backstage.
What's that?
Tell it to Ellie is backstage.
Oh, is she? Oh. I thought I heard a ding and I was looking. Oh, there she is. Okay. Let me see. Ellie, you'll need to connect your microphone and cam before you can. There we go. Hey, Ellie. How you doing, girl?
I don't know. What is?
Are you there? Are you there?
Hello?
There you are, Ellie. Are you there? Your mic.
Hello? There you are, Ellie. Okay, can you hear me?
Oh, you have to turn off your YouTube.
Yeah, you got to shut off your YouTube. Yeah.
Okay, can you hear me? Yeah. Okay, I turned it off. I think there's a big delay.
Yeah, now we can hear you.
Yeah, there's like a video playing or something, Ellie.
Wait,
are you there?
Hold on, guys. Hold
You're
on.
fine.
Okay. All right. Oh, you're sounding good now. You're sounding good now.
This is not.
Oh no, I guess not. No.
Nope, just not.
See if she gets it straightened out here.
Just go to the tab.
Yeah, because I'd like to know about that.
Just go to your tab on your left and shut off YouTube, so it just says StreamYard on your tab.
Yeah, no other tabs up except for StreamYard. So you have to shut your YouTube down.
You can do it.
But I'd like to hear what she has to say. She did some digging on this Jonah Chapin about that pullover and getting arrested for trafficking, and then the black backpack and stuff. Ellie, are you there?
Ellie.
She must be. Hello, Ellie.
She was extracted.
Yep. Okay, I'm gonna put that back out there. Yeah, Ellie, you need to shut down the other YouTube is what you need to do. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'd like to hear what she found out on that deal. One of many. We haven't found that connection yet, but we're still looking.
Gotta be. There's gotta be a connection. I don't know why. Just
I guess Ann Taylor doesn't even know about this information. Tommy and company.
What's that?
What was that? I assume Ann Taylor and the defense team are not aware necessarily of this new information that you've uncovered?
I would think they would be aware of it, but maybe not. They might not be looking.
Okay.
I mean, she has certain people that she has that are going to be alternate suspects or whatever. Might not be.
Sure.
Might not be part of it. They might not know nothing about Jonah Chapin. I don't know.
all right.
We
I'm
haven't
gonna
done
find.
enough digging quite yet to find out.
Well, I will dig tomorrow.
Okay, thank you,
about
Lisa.
that? No, this is Randy.
Yeah, I'm talking about Lisa.
I know. I'm sorry, Tom.
Ellie's going to her laptop there, which is good. Yeah. And we had a troll in there I had to take care of. I keep trying to watch the chat here too. It's hard sometimes to do the chat and do a show. You know what I'm saying? Because you're trying to listen. You're trying to listen and you're trying to, yeah.
That's what you have mods for, Tommy.
Right.
They
Okay,
watch
there
the
we
chat.
go. Okay. That's added to the stage. Ellie, how you doing, girl? You there? Let's see if she is muted or not. She's not muted. Not on my end. Are you muted on your end, Ellie? Are you muted? There's a mute button down in the left-hand corner. If you're muted, you might be muted. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. Oh, okay. I get that part now. Anyway, so, but I find this kind of interesting. This whole article on, let me get that out of there. On the FBI and how they look at things. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So let's look at, I want to look at this too. Yeah. And
Don't forget CIA.
I've had to move stuff around, so I'm having a hard time finding some stuff here. Yeah. Oh, here's part of something here.
You notice, guys, the ex-FBI, what's her name, Jennifer Coffindorfer, she's all over giving her theories, convinced Brian's guilty and gets in his mind that he did this atrocity of a quadruple homicide. And it's like, she got to know there's drugs involved and Brian's most likely innocent.
Right. Oh, I see Nancy Grace's one, the one that you're talking about. And I see that there. That's a bunch of bullshit. Yeah, I can't stand it. I just can't.
And Jennifer Coffindorfer, she's an idiot too.
Oh my God. Right.
God.
Yes.
Get these mainstream media bitches off.
I've always said on my videos, I've always said, because I study the military-industrial complex and the black budget technology, the CIA and the FBI are sort of very similar in that they're basically their mandate is to lie, deny, and deceive at the expense of American taxpayers. And that goes for my Canadian people too. We got to be very careful of the FBI, CIA. Sometimes they do good work, but that's their mandate. And I know I may have defense contractor friends. I'm not going to say too much, but yeah, I don't trust the FBI in this case largely. That's for damn sure.
Then you don't trust my nephew, because my nephew's with the FBI, and he worked on this case. And he would not tell me jack shit. The only thing he said was that he also had a friend that he works with that was working on the cast report, and he said he was done with whatever portion of this case, that he was out, but his buddy was still working, but he would not. I mean, I went to dinner with him. I took him out to dinner. Come on, give me some information. Because he wouldn't even tell me, like,
Randy, you gotta buy him dinner, not just take him to dinner.
I bought him drinks. Come on.
Yeah, they're definitely trained on how to keep a secret.
Yep.
They're trained on how to keep a secret, right? And it's very compartmentalized, with the intelligence agencies, particularly when it comes to aerospace companies, but that's a whole other subject. But it's called unacknowledged special access projects, where you can't even divulge the existence of the program, or you will be jailed 30 years or killed. And there's a lot of secrecy, as you know, for good reasons in this case, or at least good reasons according to the university establishment, unfortunately, and the FBI. They want to keep that revenue going, right? Got to arrest a single perp and Brian Koberger. Bunch of horse shit.
Okay, so Ellie, let's see if we can get you we can hear you yet. What about that Jonah Chapin thing that you looked into? What did you find out?
Come on, Ellie.
Ellie, come on, Ellie.
Please be there.
Ellie,
you might. I'm wondering if she isn't.
Don't get extracted.
It might be that in your settings you have to click on the right mic. If you go down on your settings there, if you click on that and go to audio, it might be the mic situation. Or did you allow?
Good night, sweetie. I'm gonna take a vitamin C.
I'm lost.
Yeah, I got lost, or I had to mute. Ellie, if you go into your settings, and then you click on audio, and there's a little on the mic. You can change your mic. That might be what's going on, especially if you've got a headset or something like that. I'm not sure, but we don't hear anything. Nothing at all.
Shame.
So I know. Yeah. God, I wanted to know what she found out on that. You can type. Oh, maybe she did.
Oh.
Yeah, you're here, Ellie, but we can't hear you. Can't hear you.
Yeah, just go to your settings and just click on the mic.
What does FML mean? She just wrote in chat FML. What does that mean?
That's
fuck my line? No.
Fuck my line. Yeah.
This is why I wouldn't do panel.
Okay, yeah, okay. And she had something we really wanted to hear about on Jonah Chapin, and let's see if anybody's talking about that shit out here. But anyway, so we got that Jonah Chapin in that black backpack, and I think that actually that could be a huge part of this case. It really could be a huge part of this case.
Did you see that you
I mean?
you can have an Apple Watch and it can block out a whole block?
What the holy fuck is this bullshit?
Oh,
There
God.
you are.
Happy
There's
fucking
tears.
Sunday. What the fuck is it?
That doesn't sound like you, Ellie.
Over this bitch's fucking Twitter. You fucking
What?
bitch.
What?
What do you, Ellie? This can't be Ellie. I don't. That doesn't sound like Ellie.
This bitch.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye
I think that is
bye,
her, but I don't know who she is.
Ellie.
Bye-bye.
See you. Bye. Whoever you are.
Mods, when you see her jump up, fucking. I think I know who that was, and it sure
Okay, she
wasn't.
said,
Ellie.
wait. She said, wait.
I think that is her. I think she's mad at somebody at Twitter.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Oh, well, your mic finally came through, Elliot. That's you.
Kinda came
Oh,
through.
oh.
We're just not sure who you're yelling
Okay,
at.
Toes. Okay,
Rose is
Toes.
saying, Tommy, it's Michelle.
Yeah, I don't think that's Ellie. It's someone posing as Ellie.
That is
No.
Michelle. Do it again. Let's hear.
Yeah.
Michelle.
If you see her out there, guys, just block her, please.
It is Michelle. You're right.
Yeah.
Esty's back from walking around his house.
Why would she come into, people try to ruin shit. Sorry, everybody, for that. But yeah. Anyway, I want to find out more about that whole Jonah
Yeah,
Chapin
what's going on
thing
with
and the
Ellie?
black backpack, because I think it's a really important part of this case. I think it could be a very important part of this case.
All right, Tommy, I want to be an investigator for you, so I'm going to spend all day tomorrow checking into this. All right? Just
All right,
for you.
All right. All right.
No, what's in the backpack? Is it what you said from the get-go?
20 grand.
There was 20 grand, actually a knife too, I do believe.
Ooh. K-bar.
I would take you guys to Costa Rica with me, and we'd do some zip lining with 20 grand.
Oh, is that what it is? One of many? Oh, Christ. Yeah. Well, here, I'm going to go back right now. If I can find that, tell it to Ellie and block that account, because that's not Ellie. If it is, I'll unblock her later, but I know that's not her voice. And the Issa did sound like Michelle, if I can find. One of my mods, if you want to go back, please go back and chat. Find that, tell it to Ellie, and block it, please. Because that's not tell it to Ellie. Exactly, Tracy. And I got to apologize to everybody for that.
I do, but I'm...
Yes,
I'm
Coco, you're right. Money, drugs, and guns, and that's what it could amount to. But it might be a different angle. It might not be as big as we think. The 20,000, that would do nothing. I mean, like the Aryan Nation people and all that some creators are doing, that would do nothing to that. They wouldn't KILL over that. But somebody younger that they fronted some junk from, and then somebody tells them that it was stolen and it's over at that house. Something like that. I'm not sure if that's the story, but whatever. I mean, that could definitely be a possibility of what happened.
What's this guy's
Something
name
like
again?
that.
What's this guy's name again? Chapin?
Jonah Chapin.
Jonah. J-O-H.
Jonah. Yep.
N-A-H. I'm going to find out tomorrow. Chapin. I guarantee you, I will dig and I will find who this bastard is.
Okay.
Because I got nothing to do other than to chase this boy down.
That little monster.
That little monster.
Right. Oh, whoa. I found it. Where are you? I just seen you. Where are you? I'm on a mission now.
Ooh, Kelly. You found
Right
Kelly?
there. Yeah.
Get rid of
him. Ban that user. Boom.
Boom.
Bang.
Then
You
the
got it.
comments were removed. Woohoo.
Not like she couldn't make up another, but I don't want to hear if she's going to pull that kind of crap. I never had a problem with her before, She doesn't need to go into other people's I don't care if she's got a problem with somebody else, and then go to that somebody else, not me, not my channel. Yeah, I'm gonna close it down for the night, guys. I know it's kind of a little bit early, but I got some other stuff I got to do yet too. So today was just one of those days. That's all I can say.
Well, I think that there is something big going on a federal level with trafficking at the moment.
It's huge out there.
Sure.
And there's other. I don't know where they're at. I don't know where they're at. Actually, let me look quick here. Let me see what's in here. But I lost some bookmarks, and I gotta refind them. What is this? Let me look at this here.
When does the Diddy case go on? The trial?
Now, I think it started today.
Okay. All right. This time I want to watch.
Is it open?
Okay. Let's watch this.
Don't know.
I'm hoping
Terry.
everybody hears this, because I think I had a problem with this before, trying to share it this way. But I'm going to try it, because I think this would be worth looking at. Oh,
Robin?
yeah. Or no, that's not what I'm looking for. I went to the wrong place.
No.
The woman that just spoke, sorry, is that Robin?
Window. There we go.
Me?
Is your name Robin?
No, Terry.
Okay, so here.
Oh, sorry,
It's
Terry.
Terry.
I think
It
you're right
says so
on
right
that
there on the
trafficking has to
screen.
do with this case for sure.
Yep. A lot of survivors are also offing themselves too.
Really?
It's a
Wow.
grub truck video.
Okay, so we're gonna look at this. Nowhere to go here. There it goes. Okay, let's take a listen to this if we can. There we go.
Oh, you did, Abra.
Let me know.
Hmm.
Can you hear it?
No.
Can you hear this?
No.
No.
Can you hear it?
No.
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 Oh man.
Not like your
Okay,
episode,
well,
though, that's
it's
for
just
sure.
it's just music. It's just music anyway. So I'll just read this. Number 8 and number 9 meet up with the red backpack girl and hoodie girl. Okay, so I'm just
Hey,
gonna.
Mark and Betty.
All right, just read it. Just read it, everybody. If it goes too fast, I'll stop it.
Drug deal.
Huh?
And this guy keeps looking this way and then that way.
He's rocking back and forth.
Right.
You guys, that was a good. Did you see what Joe P said? Kaylee and Maddie might have gone to the grub truck twice because the grub truck. Sorry. As the grub truck said, welcome back.
Yeah, they're back over there.
This is new.
This is Sammy T Mafia. You guys can't hear the music for some reason. I'm not sure why, but
Why is there so much in and out on this? That's not the way the grub truck video is recorded.
And he gives a peace sign to the camera. Check that out. Right? Isn't that what he's doing? Look at, watch him here. Oh, maybe he did that to. Oh, he must have did that to Matt with Maddie.
She's wasted.
Yeah, really wasted.
Talking to his wrist.
I noticed that too.
What, talking into his wrist?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things that came to my thoughts that came to my mind, which does not mean that it's right, please, people, it's my opinion, is that what if he was undercover?
Mm-hmm. Possible.
God knows how many undercover agents there were that night.
Almost trying to look like they're fitting in too much. I mean, they're standing out trying to fit in. Does that make sense?
Well,
yep.
I think I really think that there's definitely something that went down there. What it is, we don't know, but we know that they were all looking at something, and we're gonna prove some stuff on that too here shortly. But anyway, yeah, Katovich, yeah, Mark.
Sweater guy and the blonde and the girl in the white, they were drinking water. And if you listen to the one in the white talking to the grub truck manager, she was like, "Oh, what is up with these people? These drunk people? I mean, are they nice to you?" I mean,
Right.
it was almost like she was an adult talking to another adult. It was just weird.
Yeah, that's what it would be, Doc. Yeah, Apple Watch. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Could be. I'm sure
Yep.
that's probably what it is. And Mark and Betty, you're right that that's Katovich, which we've all wondered about. There's so many. That's the thing is, and that's something to talk about too. Yeah, Ellie. Yeah, there was. I think that's you. Or did someone make up another name? Yeah. I can't go there, Ellie. I'll have to talk to you about it in emails or something. Unless you want to come back here and show yourself backstage. That's the only way after hearing all that crap, that's the only way I'm going to do that. Yeah, anyway, so that's what I have for tonight, and we're going to close it out. I got too many things going on, and it's just been kind of one of those days anyway. So I appreciate all you guys be coming up for this, and yeah, I love you guys. Randy and Terry, and good to have you up here, Estes. Usually don't have
Thank you.
other people than mods on here tonight, but yeah, that's fine. I do run open panels though here and there, so yeah, I do that. Simply, oh yes, simply yes, and I did get. Did you get my latest email? I do need that, so I can mail that to you. And I haven't checked my email today at all, so I'm gonna have to check that in a bit here. Number
Tommy,
after
can I say
hearing
one last
Kaylee's
thing before I
number
go?
to speculate. Okay, hold on a second. Checking his food ticket number after hearing Kaylee's number to speculate how long before his food is done. Oh, right. Yep. Okay, so yeah, you got one more thing to say, bro, because I want to close it out.
I sort of wanted to apologize that I don't want people to necessarily generalize that all FBI are scumbags. That wasn't what I shouldn't have.
No, my brother-in-law was trained by the FBI, so yeah, I don't have any problem with the FBI.
Yeah, you did. You're jumping on my nephew.
Jennifer Coffindoffer, she's very intelligent. I just disagree with her totally on this case. Thank you.
Oh yeah, me too.
Hey,
I don't consider her FBI. I consider her media control. That's what that is.
What's that, Randy? Yes, I agree, Tommy. What's that, Randy?
I was going to say, nice to see you finally sat down and relaxed.
Yes, thank you. Took some deep breaths.
I might have
been with you guys in this movie, Terry.
I might have. I'm not. I know she's got something really good out. What was it? I watched of hers, but if I haven't, I'll go look it up. It's just been a crazy day, Hope. It's just been a really crazy day, and I want to
hang in there, Tommy. Have a good night.
We'll pick it up.
Off.
Yep,
Thanks,
have a good
Tommy.
one.
Bye,
yep, take care.
Randy.
Yep.
Good night, Essie.
Bye, guys. Good night. Love you guys.
All right.
Love you, Terry.
Yeah, there are some dirty feds. There's no doubt. Yeah, but I think there's more dirty law enforcement than feds. And there's not that many of those. All it takes is a couple to ruin the whole batch. So, yeah. All right, Randy, we shall see you next time around, brother.
Jonah Chapin, I will have info for you tomorrow.
All right, sounds good, brother. You take care.
I will find something
for you. What's my screen? All right. What do you mean? What's my screen? Can you see me? maybe it's because I'm on there. L was really L in the back chat. In the back chat? Oh, okay. She must have came in after the other one. Okay. Well, I'm sorry, Elliot, if that was you and everything, but yeah. Anyway. Yeah, crazy day, and it's gonna end crazy. So I do got some new songs for you. One I'm not gonna play till probably Friday, and it'll be the last song of the night because it will get slapped with it won't be a copyright thing, but they will shut the video down for about 3 minutes, 2-3 minutes, and then it'll come back up. But I will leave you with a couple of little songs, and then anyway, until next time, everybody. I love you, my mods, you are my subs, you're my heart, my mods, you're my soul. And until next time, rock and roll.
Hey guys, thanks for watching our cover of Surrender by Cheap Trick.
Don't forget you can find all our covers on Spotify and iTunes, and check out our original music on Spotify, iTunes, and a playlist right here on YouTube.
Remember to check out our website, first11.com. You can find physical copies of all of our cover CDs as well as t-shirts and sweaters.